Hi, my name is Vickie at Salon Du Soleil, and this is my lovely assistant Judy, and I'm wanting to demonstrate to you today about flat ironing your hair. The proper ways to do it, some of the tools, things that you need to think about that sometimes people don't realize. First off, I'm using a product by Johnny Miko that's called Fit or Flat Iron Technology, and I will spray that on the hair each section that I do, and I'm going to start off with one of the really important things, which is to part off your hair so that you're not doing too much at one time. So I'm going to start off in the back here, and I'll turn her just a little bit so you can see. And I know it's a little bit more difficult when you're doing it on yourself, but if you will take the time to do this, it'll actually shorten the amount of time that you spend and be better for your hair. And I'm just going to spray just a little bit on here, and the Fit helps to protect the hair along with helping the straightener to do its job more thoroughly. So I'm going to take this hair, and I'm going to take just a little small piece so that you can see, you can almost see through that, and then I'm going to pull it straight down. When I get to the very end, I'm just going to turn it just a little bit under so that that kind of helps to give it a little bit of a turn. And even if you have straight hair already, one of the things that using the flat iron will do for you is it will kind of smooth out the cuticle of the hair so that it looks a little bit more finished, and actually will give it a little bit more of a, I guess a little bit less frizziness and everything on the end that you can sometimes get with your style. Even though you've completed the style, sometimes it can give you a little bit of that. So I'm just going to demonstrate just a little bit of this going up the head. See, I'm still turning that under, and it just, all that does is kind of smooth it so that it's not stick straight. You want it to have a little bit of bend in it. And I spray this on each little section, and the reason is you want it to not get sticky, or you want it to be able to still be there and not have left the hair, I guess you'd say, or dried on the hair already, because it's just a little damp, and it kind of helps to smooth it. And I'm just going to do this one side right here for you so that you can see the difference that it makes on the hair. Little small pieces. And one of the things that I've noticed that a lot of people do when they're flat ironing their hair is they take these huge chunks, and what happens when you do that is you are heating up and straightening the top layer and the bottom layer, but you're not affecting the inner layer. So that means you have to keep going over and over and over again, which is very drying on your hair. Takes you a lot more time to complete the job. Okay, and I'm going to move over to the front of the hair here. And you can tell this is a bottle, looks just a little bit different than the one that I have over here, and this is just the old packaging. That's the new packaging. Spray it again. Take my little section. And if you'll see, I'm turning the hair down as I go. You see how it gives that just a little bit of a curve? And that's what you want. You don't want it to be completely stick straight. You want it to have a little bit of a curve. And if you end up giving it a little bit too much of a curve, you can always go over it again and change that a little bit. Much better this under here looks already. And like I said, you don't have to have really a lot of curl for it to be something that you can actually do and excuse me, and utilize your style a little bit better and make it look nicer. And the first time you do it this way, you're going to feel like it's going to take you a little bit longer just because you have to get used to parting it and doing the smaller sections. But once you do that and get the hang of it, it really doesn't take you longer at all. It actually takes you less time. And if you want a little bit more lift in the crown, one of the things that you can do is you can take your flat iron and you can lift it up like this and then turn it. And see how that gives it that? And then when you comb that in, it just gives you more lift. A lot of times that works really, really good in the crown if you have problems with your crown being flat. Okay, you can see when I turn, even though this is straight, see how it just doesn't look as smooth as it does over here? It makes a big difference in just your finished style. I'm going to go ahead and start on this side. And I'm going to do the same with the small sections, and I just want to show you right here on the face. As you get to the bottom, you just kind of turn, but that's a little bit too much of a turn, so then you can go back and take it a little bit straighter, and then there turn. Seeing the difference in that? Like I said, you can always correct it with the next piece. And keep going with the head. Sorry. Nothing like blinding your client with the spray. Okay, what I want you to see the most is this front piece that I'm going to do, how much difference that makes. I'm going to go ahead and part that off. I would normally go ahead and go all the way up, but I'm going to go ahead and show that. I'm going to put this hair out of the way. And we'll cover her face just a little when I spray. And see how fuzzy these ends look, and it's just going to neaten those up a lot. See how much smoother and nicer that looks? That makes a huge difference there. Even, like I said, even if you have straight hair, it's something that you can do to give you a finished look on your style. And you can see when I comb through the hair that using the John & Miko Fit, it's protecting the hair, but it's not making it sticky, crisp, or anything like that, so I can actually comb through it and still work with it. Much better. Now that demonstrates for you how well you can finish off your style with a flat iron. And I hope I've answered any questions that you might have. And thank you very much.